Higgins, President of ISME, and I'm standing here, delighted to be standing here with Dr. Sarmast, who has been one of our keynote speakers and posed a very interesting question to us all, and that is music luxury? And Dr. Sarmast was speaking from a very specific post-war, post-conflict context. So I'd just like to ask you, Dr. Sarmast, is music a luxury?
Well, music can be is a grant or will be given for granted for children and youth here outside Afghanistan in developing countries. But in a country like Afghanistan, in spite of some belief that music is a luxury for Afghanistan, and there's much more important priorities for the country to build and to be rebuilt. But I always argue that music is not only a luxury for Afghanistan, but it's a necessity. A country which was for 40 years in war, and still the war continues to go there. So the people of Afghanistan can benefit enormously from the healing power of music. And that's something that we cannot argue here. The power of the healing power of music was very, very well known, already demonstrated that it can enormously play a significant role in the well-being of the people in any given country, but especially in a country like Afghanistan, where every citizen of this nation in one or another way has been affected by war. It's not just the healing power of music, but Afghanistan has got much more challenges and issues to be addressed, and music can play a significant role in addressing those challenges also. Gender equality, it's an issue. Women's rights, an issue. Child labor, it's an issue. The ethnic division and ethnic conflict, that's an issue. Afghanistan has been cut from the outside world for many, many years. To find its place again in the international community or within the international community, again, it's a challenge that should be tackled. And I strongly believe that music is not just a type of art. Music is much more than a type of art, or music education is not just an education. For a country like Afghanistan, where all kinds of tangible and intangible cultural heritage of this country back in 1990s come under enormous attack, and a systematic destruction of artifacts took place in Afghanistan. Today, music can enormously contribute to all aspects of life in Afghanistan, and that's why the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, or for the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, our program is not just training kids in music, but we also use the soft power of music for transforming the lives of children, and that's why 50% of the school enrollment every year is reserved for the disadvantaged children of Afghanistan, orphans, street-walking children, and girls. Girls of Afghanistan have been deprived from their every single basic human rights, including access to education. But we are very much committed also annually to make every effort that we ensure the presence of girls and women in music, and also to make a small contribution towards their well-being, as well as towards the gender equality to music education, and giving access to music and music education to young girls of Afghanistan. We also put always our musical voice to the voice of the Afghan people when it comes to social challenges. But again, it's not only this. The people of Afghanistan have been badly divided based on ethnicity by the Afghan politician, and still this tendency continues in Afghanistan. But it's also through music and participation of kids in an ensemble and in an orchestra, we also teach them to respect each other. I always give this example: when the kids are sitting together in orchestra, they're listening to each other, they're supporting each other, they're getting engaged in dialogue, and together they can create a piece of beauty. Through this process, they also learn to respect each other's ethnic differences, religious differences, and at the same time live in peace and harmony as a nation. Therefore, when people are saying that music is a luxury for Afghanistan, I say no, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. It can contribute to the well-being of the nation, it can contribute to the reconciliation of the Afghan people, it can contribute to betterment of the life of Afghan children, but at the same time it can contribute and create an opportunity for Afghanistan to once again become an equal member of the international community.
Thank you very much for that. there was a real buzz on the floor after you spoke, and I think the extreme context that you're working in and the young people and the teachers are working in really was a humbling for many of us, because of course I know it's relative to a certain extent and we all have our own challenges in our own context, but yours are particularly extreme in as much as people risk their life to go into the school and teaching in there, as you were giving us some examples of that, wasn't you?
I always said that what people are getting music for granted in a country like Afghanistan, where music was banned for many, many years, and the people of Afghanistan were deprived from every basic human rights to having access to music education, to listen music and to play music. And today, the same forces that once deprived the people of Afghanistan from their musical identity, they still are around. And still they will not be giving any opportunity not only to silence the people of Afghanistan or to silence that nation again from their musical identity and to prevent people from singing, but at the same time, they're not going to give an opportunity to destroy a music school which becomes significantly important and influential when it comes to the social life in Afghanistan. And that's why in 2014 one of our consultants has been attacked by a terrorist who exploded himself within the audience. Two people have been killed and many people got injured. Given those circumstances and the promises that after this bombing that they continue to attack cultural institution and institution which promotes music and people who are promoting arts and culture in Afghanistan, I'm very pleased that still parents and guardians continue to send their kids to continue their music education, and I'm extremely impressed and moved and touched that after the bombing of our concert, we did not lose a single student, and that was a kind of very, very sound response to those forces that we cannot scare us. We go for what we love. And therefore today when the kids are coming to the school, boys and girls, and in faculty and in local faculty and international faculty and in staff, each of them, they clearly understand that any moment that institution might become a target, but still they're coming. They continue very bravely to open the way for themselves and for the others.
Amazing. Well, I know Polar Prize winner, and well deserved. I'm so pleased that you made the journey to this conference in Azerbaijan, Baku, and you really was an inspiring first keynote speaker to kickstart our conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.